Chinle High School gained notoriety for the Rez Ball documentary Basketball or Nothing, which aired on Netflix. But their basketball season was canceled last year due to COVID-19, which also devastated the Navajo Nation. Amna Subhan traveled there to see how they've rebounded.
For almost 2 years, the Chinle High School Wildcat Den sat, waiting for this, and this, and so much of this.
When we lost the whole season last year, we were losing a little bit of our culture. Actually, it wasn't just a little bit. We lost a large part of our culture.
COVID-19 halted basketball, or better referred to as Rez Ball, across the Navajo Nation, while ravishing the reservation. All but 2 Navajo schools canceled winter sports.
That was alarming. That was devastating. That was enormously traumatic to the students, to the staff, to the entire community.
At one point, the Navajo Nation was the pandemic hotspot of the entire country. It was especially heartbreaking for Sean Martin, whose athletic director's office faces a main highway.
And I'm not kidding you, every 20 minutes, an ambulance would be departing. So for me, it was very real.
Loss affected the entire community, including the 2 head coaches. Francine McCurtain lost her father.
We kept our heads up, thinking that was going to come back, and it was heartbreaking.
Raul Mendoza lost his daughter to the virus. Entering his 42nd year of coaching, he has dedicated his life to the game, which often keeps him away from his family. The canceled season allowed more time with loved ones.
After she passed, I thought about, I'm glad that I was able to be with her. And then what if I wasn't there and she passed, and I would always wonder about it, if I could have done this or could have done that.
Vaccination rates on the reservation are on the rise, which means restrictions are starting to lift. Gyms are opening back up, and now the healing begins.
Once they have that ball in their hands, it's something that switches inside of them to do better, to work harder. You could just see the happiness again and that light shine again.
It's easy for us because we, as Native people, are very resilient and have overcome enormous traumas in the past.
Though losing an entire season meant for some leaving the court as an underclassman and returning as seniors.
We love hooping with each other, and 1 year taken it just sucks. But I'm glad it wasn't my senior season.
Kylan Yazzie, son of Francine McCurtain, like many on the reservation, understand how basketball ties a community.
There's a lot of hardships out here on the Navajo Nation that's not seen out in the city. The basketball culture that we have down here as well, it's bigger than people think.
It's almost like family reunions happening every week. So it's just a beautiful celebration of culture through basketball.
That's no better put on display than when other Rez teams come to town, packing the 7,500 seats at the Den, 1.5 times larger than Chinle's population. While at limited capacity in this scrimmage, the crowd is still energized, eager for that belonging. In the Navajo culture, many things are cyclical. The sacred Den is one of them.
It's a place of spiritual connection to all living things, and yeah, just getting back to the season is how we move forward.
In Chinle, Amna Subhan, Cronkite Sports Report.